वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन एंड थैंक यू अर्चना ऑडियंस में जोश भरने के लिए फॉर एडवेंचर एंड क्योंकि अभी सब लोगों को जोश आ गया होगा क्योंकि अभी हम एडवेंचर में बातें करने वाले हैं एंड स्पेशल थैंक यू टू इंडियन एक्सप्रेस ग्रुप टू ऑर्गेनाइजिंग दिस इवेंट अलॉन्ग विथ उत्तराखंड टूरिज्म डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड. Similarly, I have dedicated 20 years of this industry, adventure industry, including as a 15-year as a CEO of Trek the Himalayas. Over these 2 decades, I have seen too many ups and downs in adventure tourism. And I confidently say, Uttarakhand has everything. When I say everything, we have rivers, we have lakes, we have high altitude lakes, we have paragliding hotspots, we have river rafting, so we are full of powerhouses. In the past decade, we have seen remarkable shift. From being seen as a place for spiritual tourism alone, we have emerged as a true India's adventure capital. This land has quietly and steadily built world-class adventure portfolio. But growth comes responsibility. As we look ahead, we must ask ourselves not as how many number of tourists we want. We are looking what kind of impact we want to leave. How can we balance number of tourists in adventure tourism in Uttarakhand and scale with safety and growth with grassroots empowerment? Over the next few minutes, I am sharing the data and states and suggestion how we can save the adventure in Uttarakhand. Let us imagine not just a busier Uttarakhand. We are looking at better Uttarakhand for our generation and for youth. Can you have a video, please?
Uttarakhand is now writing a new story, a story of adventure. Over the last 2 decades, the hills and valleys of Uttarakhand have become a hub for thrill seekers, explorers, and modern-day wanderers. Trekking through alpine forests, skiing in Oli, rafting in Rishikesh, paragliding over Pithoragarh, and mountain biking in Tigri. The mountains have opened up in new ways. They have opened to every adventure seeker. But this is not just about outdoor sports. This is about the future. Adventure tourism in Uttarakhand is creating a real change. It is creating jobs in remote villages. It is empowering local youth to become mountain guides, instructors, and entrepreneurs. It is giving women space in tourism industry who are running homestays, cafes, and gear shops. It is building a bridge between tradition and transformation. The future of tourism here lies in responsibility, in preserving the environment while allowing more people to experience its beauty. That's why new rules, eco-trekking zones, and skill training programs are needed. More than 30 lakh adventure tourists now visit Uttarakhand each year, and the number is rising. With better roads, improved safety system, guided expedition, and growing global attention, Uttarakhand will become India's adventure capital, and Uttarakhand is ready. This is where peace and adrenaline live side by side. This is where the next generation of adventures will rise. This is the future of adventure tourism, and it begins here in Uttarakhand.
Thank you. So we'll start with the brief history of tourism. Tourism Uttarakhand में बहुत पहले से था. I am talking about the before statehood, when we are not becoming an independent state. People here come for the चारधाम यात्रा, और उससे पहले कुछ लोग आते थे, केवल माउंटेनिंग और ट्रैकिंग ग्रुप्स ही आते थे. Even before gaining the statehood 2000, the region was known only for religious चारधाम यात्रा route. But post 2000, when we become an independent state, with increasing awareness around nature, sustainability, and adventure, we witness the rise of ecotourism, especially for trekking, mountaineering, and adventure sports. The state acknowledged this and began positioning itself as an adventure and ecotourism hub. But after 2000, making room for business like ours to thrive and grow. If you look into a current statistics, tourism contribute around 5.5% of the state GDP, and we are giving around 3% of state population as a employment. These figures highlight the vital role tourism play in Uttarakhand development, making it essential to take strategic steps to boost this sector. If you look into the growth of tourism, Uttarakhand has seen significant increase in last 10 years. So we have a data of 2013 to 2023. Although there is slight dip on after 2013 because of the Kedarnath flood. The footfall tourists has steadily increased since then. In 2023, the state witnessed domestic footfall around 54.64 million, accounting approximately 3.16% of total domestic tourist visit in Uttarakhand. But we have little disappointment here. We have a similarly significant drops for international climbers and trekkers to Uttarakhand. I think Uttarakhand Tourism Development Board need to look into this matter. The tourism sector also play a important economic role in Uttarakhand state, employing around 7.6 crore people in financial year 2023. This data we have got it from the different platform in online media. Adventure tourism in particular has seen remarkable growth. If you are looking to a tourism, total tourism, religious tourism, adventure tourism, so we are gaining in every sector. Especially we have growth in rafting and trekking. We have not too much people are coming for mountaineering in Uttarakhand, but we have a very good growth in rafting, paragliding and trekking. See, let's talk about the region-specific growth. So everyone knows Rishikesh. So we'll start with the Rishikesh. Everyone knows Rishikesh is a yoga capital, also known as a hub of rafting and base of many activities. It is also base of Char Dham Yatra route, where people can diversify for the Yamunotri, Gangotri and Badrinath, Kedarnath. Also base of, recently they have started many small adventure activity like bungee jumping. Beyond Rishikesh, we also have a new rafting zone, has opened up the across at Uttarakhand. Champawat in Kali River, we have a training center. We also recently done rafting championship. Even Tones in Uttarakasi district, it's becoming a new rafting hub for adventure people. Moving into trekking and mountaineering, we have 5 major districts: Uttarakasi, Chamoli, Pithoragarh, Rudraprayag and Bagusar. These are the powerhouses for the mountaineering and trekking. These districts currently offer 100 popular trails. So these trails, people are going in these locations, but we have 500 more unexplored trails which need to be mapped and trapped. Everyone knows that this year, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji visited state and highlighted there should be a no off season. It is meaning a big, because when we say no off season means we have open door for a winter tourism. Even in monsoon we have a Valley of Flower track. I think around more than 20,000 and 30,000 people generally come for Valley of Flower track. Currently we are running 15 winter popular treks, like example Kedarkata, Chopta, Dehra Bugyal, Kumari Pass. These are the 15 popular treks we are doing, and every year we are taking more than 5 to 6 lakh people to the winter tourism. But we are not stopping here. We have other 100 winter trails in Uttarakhand, especially in Kumaon and Garhwal region. Meanwhile, Tihri also becoming a very popular destination, especially for for lake sports, like we are doing a kayaking championship. We are there. We are doing a lot of water activities, water skiing. Also, last year, 2024, we have done Tihri Aero Show. This given a boost in the paragliding and air activity. It is also now emerging a paragliding hotspot. Along with, we have other destinations like Bhimtal, Pithoragarh, also a new hub for the paragliding sports. Skiing is also a significant component for adventure tourism, and Oli has emerged one of the most sought after destinations in this category. Additionally, there are other promising slopes like Dehra Bugyal in Uttarakasi and Khalia in Munshiari, Pithoragarh district. We have a very good slopes, and currently some mountaineering institutes are doing activity over there. So when we are talking about adventure, so adventure it is not possible without any training. आप लोगों को पता ही है कि अगर एडवेंचर है तो सेफ्टी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, और सेफ्टी तभी हो सकती है जब when we have a very good training in adventure sports. So I would like to appreciate initiative taken by the Uttarakhand Tourism Development Board. In the last few years, they have done of impactful steps to give the training to the religious heritage guide course and trekking guide course. I think Poonam ma'am has data and how we have number of people we have trained there. This has empowered our youth across almost every district of Uttarakhand, which means our livelihood. Today, many of them working as a freelancer or entrepreneur and supporting their families while showcasing of rich culture to the world. But I think this is just a beginning. We have very good guides, but we need more technical guides. It's time to focus their high altitude guide training, especially attached with the first aid course. Because अगर first aid नहीं है तो they are not trained in case of emergency. Because adventure में अगर safety के साथ अगर हमारे guide fully trained नहीं होंगे तो हम लोग उनको properly manage नहीं कर सकते हैं, which is are very essential for current adventure environment. और आप सब लोगों को पता है कि हमारे पहाड़ी जो युवा हैं, लड़के हैं, they are incredibly fit. They just need polish to their skills. They already done the mountaineering courses. We just need to polish and give them a right structural training. With the right guidance, they can become a world-class mountain guides. Also, trekking becomes more popular. We just need to manage our trails. आप लोगों को पता है कि we have चार धाम, we have पंचकेदार trails, we have महाभारता, we have पांडवा routes. We have all the routes. We just need to develop them and map them and showcase to the world. Uttarakhand, that is why we call Uttarakhand as a Devbhumi. So when we call Devbhumi, so we have a spiritual tales. We already done one initiative with Uttarakhand Development Board to map the Char Dham trails, where we opened multiple short hikes on these Char Dham trekking routes, especially in Tiri Garhwal, Pauri. And these trails already in the websites of Tourism Development Board and many online platforms. If we align adventure with culture and nature with sustainability and youth empowerment, the skill building, Uttarakhand will not just be a destination. We will become a model of adventure tourism in entire world. So when we say adventure, we must focus on the future of adventure tourism. This is what we are here today to discuss about the future. When we say about the future, we have to think about our borders. We have, Uttarakhand is connected with the two international borders, India and China. We have multiple villages over there. We need a more training, because if we leave the village, we will not able to run the trails. We have to re-migrate, we have to do remigration on the villages and increase the footfall of the trekkers. More treks will lead higher footfall, directly boosting the local economy by exploring and developing new trekking routes in these villages. So we have Chamoli and Pithoragarh, Bagesar. Even in Pithoragarh district, we have multiple treks, but the treks is not yet open. We need a help from the UTDB to open the more trails, along with the associated with the forest department. So when we are talking about the adventure, so we are must facing some key challenges. इसमें हम लोग उत्तराखंड डेवलपमेंट बोर्ड और फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट और इवन द स्टेट अथॉरिटी से इसमें हमारा एक इवन फ्रॉम द प्राइवेट प्लेयर और स्टेक होल्डर्स, माई सजेशन इज दैट टू वी नीड अ हेल्प फ्रॉम द डिपार्टमेंट एंड अथॉरिटीज़ टू help on these challenges. The first challenge is infrastructure. We have infrastructure, but this area, the borders is not open round the year. Especially when we are talking about the winter tourism and round the year tourism in Uttarakhand in the monsoon season, we need proper communication setups in base villages. some villages still not connected with the communication system. So we need help from the authorities to develop the infrastructure on these areas, especially like borders of India and Nepal and China borders. Number 2, undeveloped safety and rescue system. This is very important. We have a big example of Nepal. Nepal has a lot of treks and they are welcoming a lot of international tourists. And why we are not able to welcome the international tourists? Because we do not have a proper rescue and safety system. We do not have a immediate evacuation system in the mountains. Definitely there are a lot of things is happening. A lot of people are going. When people come for the adventure, we see a lot of accidents is happening. We have the headquarters, district headquarters, we have a base of SDRF, NDRF and local authorities. But we need support at the base of the track, where we can get an immediate rescue support. So this is, we need a safety and rescue system properly at the base of the tracks. सैटेलाइट फ़ोन इज़ नाउ अवेलेबल. अभी मंत्री जी ने भी हमें बताया था कि सैटेलाइट फ़ोन मिलने लग गए हैं और दिस इज़ रियली गुड थिंग. हम लोग उस पर अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं और काफ़ी ऑपरेटर्स को इसमें हेल्प मिल रही है. बट हमें माउंटेन में जब पहुंचना है तो वी नीड इमरजेंसी इवैक्यूएशन. दैट इज़ ओनली पॉसिबल बाय हेलीकॉप्टर्स. सो वी नीड अ प्रॉपर हेली रेस्क्यू सिस्टम एट आवर स्लोप्स. Number 3, at the last, ecological pressure. When we are talking about the adventure and treks, we have multiple treks. But why we are promoting only few treks when we have a multiple treks in these areas, so that we can give the low impact in the popular trails like Kedarkanta. Number of tourists are going. Everyone knows Kedarkanta. Everyone is going there. So, but why Kedarkanta? We have Gulabi Kanta, we have other trees in Kumaon. So we have to minimize the pressure on the forest region and fix up the daily trekking limits. Additionally, the government should promote the sustainable tourism practice with the help of, definitely it is not possible by the local authority or in the state. They need help with the stakeholders and the private operators. And private operators are open to discuss time to time with the forest department and the state authority. If the tourism department must ensure these will happen on the right slope, with the right help, we can definitely grow adventure tourism in Uttarakhand. And the end note, I would like to say we are not looking at busier Uttarakhand. We are looking at better Uttarakhand for our generations to come, for our youth and for our locals. Thank you so much.